You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world listen to the sound of my voice. It is another beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. It is 10 o'clock in the morning and it is 65 degrees already, going up to a beautiful high of 73. Yes, it is lovely and I am happy to be here with you guys this morning. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today is Thursday, February the 24th. Hope you had a good start to your day. I did. I woke up with a headache this morning though. I had a blaring headache. Don't know why. Could have been all the things I've been thinking about. You know, one of the things I'm happy about is all of the great projects that I have on board. Relaunching the Noisemaker magazine, something that I started last year. Was it last year? Year before last. I started Noisemaker magazine. So I'm relaunching the magazine. So the first issue will be out this week. You can buy it on demand, and I'll put a link somewhere in my show notes. But that's pretty cool. And for me, I love magazines. So I've always loved magazines. I have stacks and stacks of magazines. That is like my kryptonite. Like people buy coffee and cigarettes, I buy magazines. Now, I don't get a chance to read them as much as I used to because I used to read a lot of magazines. I used to just go spend hours and hours at Barnes and Noble, but the whole pandemic thing threw me for a loop, so I kind of stopped doing that, and I I didn't stop reading magazines. I just didn't read them as much as I used to. But one of my big dreams has always been to be a magazine publisher. And so I created Noisemaker magazine 2 years ago. I did like 3 issues, and I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll bring it back. So I was talking to the president of the Great East Side Chamber of Commerce, and one of the things that they are priding themselves on is giving the members of the chamber as much exposure as possible. And so me, knowing what I know, I was like, well, you know what? Let me relaunch Noisemaker magazine in partnership with the Greater East Side Chamber of Commerce. And this way we can give the members a chance to get the spotlight shine on them in the magazine. So now my company, Noise Media, partner with Gwinnett East Side Chamber of Commerce to provide exposure for the members. So some of the exposure that they get is a podcast segment. They have the opportunity to do that. They have the opportunity to be featured on GCC TV, and they now have an opportunity to have their flyers run in the GCC Chamber Chat digital newsletter that comes out every Monday. They have the opportunity to get on the GCC Chamber Chat podcast, and now they got an opportunity to be in Noisemaker magazine. And so, I mean, that is a lot of exposure for any business owner. What's kind of weird though is that we have members, and a lot of these opportunities come in their package, and they don't take advantage of that. And I'm thinking, what? You paid for your membership. Why wouldn't you take advantage of all the great opportunities to get exposure for your business? I think that's some kind of psychological thing. And I'm going to have to dig a little bit deeper into that, because for me, whenever opportunity come up for me to get exposure, I'm on it. Like, give me the opportunity to be seen, heard, and talked about, and let my business get exposure. It's not about me. It's about really growing my business. So I had to learn a long time ago, if you want people to know what you do, they need to know that you exist. I remember my friend Georgette and Adele, we had written a book called The Cookbook to Romance. That was the first time we wrote a book together. We co-authored. That was my first book ever. I co-authored it with 2 friends, Georgette and Adele. And what's crazy is we didn't put our real names on the book. We used pen names. So my name was Dominique Pierre. Georgette's name was Nikki Jordan. And Adele's name was Amanda Rochelle. And the reason, so this is funny now that I think about it. The reason we did not, so let me go back. So every Sunday at 2:30, we would meet at Georgette and our office. We had an office space in East Orange, New Jersey, and we would meet in mastermind. It was 6 of us. I can't remember the other 3 ladies' name, but it was 6 of us that used to meet every Sunday at 2:30 after church, and we would mastermind about business. We all had our own separate business, but we would mastermind about business and how to grow the business and things like that. And I remember one Sunday we stayed behind, Georgette, myself, and Adele, and we was like, we got to make some money. right? Because Georgette and I were paying rent at this office space. We got to make some money. And so we sat back down. And so I don't know who said it, but somebody said, well, we should write a book. I'm like, what the book going to be about? So somebody said it should be, sex sell. So that's when we sat back down like, okay, yeah, sex do sell. So we decided to write this book called The Cookbook to Romance. And we all took part in the book. We said, okay, we're going to give ourselves 3 months to take a section of the book. We each wrote a section of the book, put it all together, compiled it into one book, and now we had our first book. And that came out of a mastermind session. And so we took that book, and that was the first time we self-published a book. Now, fast forward to today, I think I've written 7 to 8 books, probably more than that. I lost count. But we did that book for the first time, and there was a reason I was telling y'all this story. That's what happened when you turn another year older. You start to lose things. And I just lost my train of thought. Anyway, I don't even know what it was. I don't even know why I was telling the story. Anyway, that was the first time we co-authored the book. We co-authored it on a pen name. And it was called The Cookbook to Romance. And we sold that book at the Kwanzaa Expo, which is a 7-day event at Jacob Javits Center. I don't even know if they still do it now. I don't even know. They used to do it. And we partnered with Vision's newspaper. And they gave us a booth. We passed out their newspaper because the booths at Jacob Javits were really high. We was like, sure, we'll stay here all 7 days and pass out your newspaper. The thing is, we ran out of books. The radio station shouted us out. WBLS, Dr. Bob Lee shouted us out. We talked about the book and we sold out of the books. And then we started this journey. Now, I was telling you guys that story for a reason. Maybe it'll come back to me before this episode is over. I can't remember, but it was something about the chamber. It was something. Oh, I know what it was. So we wrote the book. That's what it was. We wrote the book, and I remember reaching out to Terry Williams, who was at the time the publicist for Eddie Murphy and Janet Jackson and a whole bunch of other big name people. She had her published public relations company was called the Terry Williams Agency, and Terry had written a book called The Personal Touch. And we reached out to her about being a publicist for our book. We thought we had something. And she was like, I don't know if y'all can afford me. So we were like, well, how much is your services? And she said $4,500 a month. We were like, woo, we definitely can't afford you. So she sent us to a young lady. Her name was Renee Foster. And Renee was $3,000 cheaper. However, we still couldn't afford her either. But what Renee said to me in that meeting, she said to me, because I was hiding out. I was trying to be this business person, but I was really hiding. And she said, Audrey, if you're going to be in this game, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You can't be straddling the fence. You got to be all the way in on one side or the other. She said that to me. Fast forward to some years after that, I was interviewing. By that time, I had got past the fear of being out front somewhat. I still had a little bit of fear about being out front, but I had moved past it a lot. And by that time, I had a radio show, a regular radio show, traditional radio show, and I interviewed Mark Victor Hansen. Not only did I interview him once, I interviewed him 3 times. Now, let me put this in perspective. My show would come on at 7:30 on Saturday morning in New Jersey. Mark Victor Hansen would call into the station and be on my show. So for those of you who don't know who Mark Victor Hansen is, he is one of the co-authors of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series. He lived in California, right? And he called into my show 3 times for me to interview him 3 times. And I finally said to him, Mark, why would you call into my little show over here in New Jersey that reached like Jersey and the 5 boroughs of New York? He said, because you never give up a PR opportunity ever. He said, you never know who's listening and you never know who you're going to reach. And from that day forward, I was all in, and there's one time I missed a PR opportunity, one time. And that's because I was talking to some guy who was trying to sell me on some exercise plan, and I was 15 minutes late to my interview, and the person that was doing the interview, she was mad, and she didn't even reschedule. And I get it because I messed up her plan, I'm sure. So, and I didn't do it intentionally. It was just something that I lost track of time. But I said all that to say, if you pay for a membership and you get all of these great opportunities to be heard and seen, why would you not take them? I haven't figured that part out yet. So Greater Eastside Chamber, along with myself, have put together these amazing packages where you can get seen and heard and visibility and all of these things. And the members pay for the package. They pay for it. and then they never really take advantage of all the opportunities to be seen and heard. The chamber chat itself that goes out every single Monday without fail, outside of the services that I offer, that's the reason I joined the chamber. When I saw that they send out a newsletter every Monday and I can have something in that newsletter every Monday because I'm a member, I was ecstatic about that. Because that means that the newsletter was working for me while I was working on something else. So, hey, if you get the Chamber Chat newsletter, you're going to see all of my stuff right there in the Chamber Chat. Because I got flyers for everything. It's in the newsletter. All right, let's get on with the show. I had to tell y'all that story because it's just a lot of great opportunities. But look forward to getting your copy of Noisemaker Magazine. This should be live on Monday. It's print on demand, so you can print it on. If you want a printed copy, you can get a print on demand copy. If you want to just have the digital copy, you can get that as well. So you have both options. So that will be available this coming Monday. And I'm excited about this. It's talking about the new vision for the Greater East Side Chamber of Commerce, where we're going, the partnerships, collaborations, just the opportunities that are available to the members. Just a lot of great stuff, y'all. Just a lot of great stuff. Okay, let's get on with this show. Today is National Toast Day. Yep, toast, like in toast. Like you want to. Now, I don't know if they mean to toast the bread or National Toast or something Day. It just says National Toast Day. It's also National Chili Day. Now, here's the funny part. So, it's National Chili Day and it's National Tortilla Chip Day. So, you got you some chili, some toast, and some tortillas. So, I'm saying get you some chili with the tortillas, get you a nice glass of wine, and have a toast to the day. That's what I'm saying. That's just me. That's what I'm saying. You ain't got to say that. That's what I'm saying. All right. I'm going to give a happy birthday shout out to my Uncle Butch. Happy birthday, Uncle Butch. He is the third oldest of my grandmother's children. My mother came right behind him, so he is the third oldest in the bunch. Happy birthday, Uncle Butch, and many, 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 many more. His name is William. We call him Butch. You got them country folks. Got them names. Uncle Bubba, Uncle Butch, Uncle Bill, Uncle Dunk. Those are my uncles. I had 6 uncles and an aunt. So it was 8 kids. And my mom and my aunt were the only girls, and they had 6 brothers. So, yeah. All right, let's get on with these horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thomson for today, February 24th. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. You will feel tired and run down if you have allowed yourself to get into a financial mess. Emotional partnerships may develop through projects you initiate. A residential move may be necessary to get a better job. Okay, Aries, you got a lot going on in there. One, you're going to feel tired and run down if you have allowed yourself to get into a financial mess. Emotional partnerships may develop through projects you initiate. Now, I'm going to say this about them emotional partnerships. Be very careful. Because if you're in a bad situation emotionally somewhere else, even though it seems innocent in the beginning, emotional relationships are the worst. Because you may not have any physical contact at all, but the fact that you spend the time talking to somebody and laughing with somebody and sharing things with somebody, that's not a good thing if you're in a regular relationship. If you're single, go for it. But if you're already in a situation and you're lacking something at home, do not get involved with emotional relationships. They suck. It's going to cause you way more problems than you want. And here's the thing. If you feel like you need to be in an emotional relationship with somebody else outside of the person that you're with, you might want to talk to that person to fix that relationship. Not bring somebody else into a relationship with you. And I know it's innocent. It's nothing but y'all talking. Y'all having a lot of fun. Y'all laughing. Y'all got all these things in common. And then the person that you actually live with is over there suffering because you're not doing all those things with them. They're suffering because you're not talking to them, you're not laughing, you're not having fun. But on the other side, this other emotional relationship, a partnership, you're laughing, you're having fun, y'all got projects together, that's a problem. Here's the thing. If you need to be on the other side, then be on the other side. Leave the person you with and go on over there to the other person. Let that person go find them somebody that they can laugh and talk to and have a great relationship with and get some things in common. That's a problem. So there are a bunch of us, we talk about these things as women, and I'm sure dudes talk about them too, and I talk about them I talk about some of these things with some dudes. That's a problem. And it's funny because normally I'm explaining them to guys, like they don't get it. They get it, but they think it's innocent. No, it's not innocent. It's not innocent when you're talking to other people and you're in a relationship and you're laughing and giggling, y'all having fun, and then the person you with, you're miserable. That's not. It's innocent. Don't mean anything. Yeah, it means something. It's called an emotional relationship. Yeah, that means something. It's not innocent. I know you think it is, but it's not. It's not innocent on either side, because if there's somebody, if she's talking to somebody and they're laughing and giggling and having a good time and they have all these things in common, and when it's time for y'all to talk, it's a struggle. That's a problem. That is a problem. I'm just letting you know. So either way that cookie crumble, baby, if one of y'all having a good time talking to somebody else and not a good time talking to each other, that is a problem. And you might want to nip it in the bud before it becomes a bigger problem. And yeah, it just seems real innocent right now because there's nothing physical going on. But trust me, the more they talk and engage, the more they want to go. They don't want to get physical. I'm just trying to help somebody out today. Somebody need to hear that message. Tarece, you can ferret out secret information if you just listen to what others have to say. You can make gains if you work in conjunction with others. You can work in conjunction with those in the know in order to get to the bottom of any pending issues. Yeah. Ferret out information, secret information, but you got to listen. You want to get the information, you got to shut your mouth and you got to listen, Tarece. That's what you got to do. And you can make gains if you work in conjunction with others. Listen, I know you like doing stuff by yourself. Today, you want to get something, you want to make some things happen, you got to work with somebody else. I know. You want to take all the credit, you want it to be about you. Not today. Not today. Gemini, you may be upset if someone has borrowed something that belongs to you. You will be inclined to make unwise investment choices. You may interest some of them in your services you have to offer. Yes, but here's the thing, Gemini. I talked about this at the top of the show. If they don't know that you have something to offer, then you can't interest them in anything. So that means you need to be marketing your services so people will know. Because if they know, then they may be interested. But that's the first thing you got to do. You got to let them know. I was up this morning putting out, because I was told, right, like, listen, you want to sell that NFT orgy, you got to go over on Twitter. I'm like, Twitter, really? Well, sure enough, I went to Twitter this morning at 7 o'clock this morning because I was like, okay, my NFT is not doing well. It's out there. I've been doing traditional things like press releases and article writing. That doesn't seem to be working. How am I going to market this NFT? Well, I went to Twitter, like someone suggested, and I put up, and then all the NFT people started saying, hey, post it on this page, post it on that page, post it to this group, hashtag this thing. I'm like, oh, let's see if I'm going to sell one. That would be amazing. I would be ecstatic. If I sell one NFT, y'all, I'm going to be ecstatic. Know why? Because I know how to launch it. Now I got to figure out how to sell it, right? So I know how to launch an NFT. Now I have to figure out how to sell my type of NFT. Like I see people selling crypto punks and bored apes and all this pixel art stuff. I see it. It's a little community cult around that kind of stuff. I have very different kind of art. I have a black doll. That's a piece of art, right? It's very beautiful. Go to madambutterflynft.com, madambutterflynft.com, and you can see my NFT there. It's beautiful. I did some cute little things with it, so I like it. I think it's great, and I think it's a great piece to have. Not only that, number 38 in the collection, actually that one gives you the actual physical doll itself and the NFT and a certificate with my thumbprint. So that's a super, super, super rare, right? Because I only got 2 dolls, and one of them I'm keeping for my granddaughter, and the other one is a part of this collection. So, you got these communities, but I went to Twitter and that's what happened. So I'm excited. I'm excited to find some people that are retweeting me. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Hold up. I think I'm on to something here. Anyway, people know that is there now. And the right people are looking at it because it's in the NFT world and they're on Twitter. Okay. Find your folks, Gemini. Find your folks. Cancer, don't let those close to you get under your skin. Make changes regarding your status in society. Be discreet about your personal life or your whereabouts. Be mysterious. Okay, mystery person. Be mysterious. Be discreet about your personal life. Don't let people know your whereabouts. Okay, that sounds so tempting today. All right, Cancer, go ahead. Do your things. Do your thing. Don't let those close to you get under your skin. Make changes regarding your status in society. I don't exactly know what that means, but here's the thing: do your thing, do your work, do the thing you love, and your status will change by itself. But you got to do that thing. Leo, try to join groups of interest such as ballroom dancing or perhaps an internet organization. Be aware that minor accidents or injury may prevail if you are preoccupied. Do a little extra work at home. Listen, watch what you're doing. Watch yourself. Don't be so preoccupied that you're going to get into an accident. Keep your eye on the road. Keep your finger on the pulse. Watch yourself. Virgo, don't second guess yourself. Just go get it. Yep, just go to it. Stop second guessing yourself. You may want to take a look at your direction in life. Relatives will want to get together. Listen, take a look at your life, Virgo. Look at the direction you're going in. And here's the thing. If you're not going in the direction that you want to go and change, you can change directions. As a matter of fact, my very first company was called Changing Directions. That was a cute name, too. I'm good with them names. Not bragging, just saying. Change your direction. You don't have to keep going down the same path. Change. It's okay. Listen, change can be good. Some folks hate change. They think if I change, something is wrong. Yeah, something is wrong. The wrong thing is you're going down the wrong path. That's the wrong thing. So you can change your direction. It's okay. Reevaluate your life. Do some self-reflection. Make the changes necessary. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after this song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thiason. Stay tuned.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally. I wanna be free.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney bringing you I'm about to say finally, bringing you your daily horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thies. I'm gonna pick it up. The song was in my head finally. I'm like, I'm still thinking about the song about to say bringing you finally. All right, we're gonna pick it up with Libra. Don't be too eager to buy things for those who really don't deserve it. Older members of your family may try to take advantage of you. Accept the inevitable and continue to do your job. Listen, don't let nobody take advantage of you. I know they about to put the old lady speak on you, the old man speak on you. I know they could take advantage of you. If you're soft like that, they will take advantage of you. My mother used to always do that. It used to be so funny. Like, people would call the phone. And so here's my thing. And I always said, why you answer the phone? Like, we got caller ID. You don't recognize the number. Don't answer the phone. Okay, and that's me. She was old school, and so when people would call, she would look at the call ID, didn't recognize the number, and she would still answer the phone. And then she put her old lady voice on, hello. And I'd be like, why are you doing that? And then she started talking. But if they say something stupid, then all the real her come out. What you calling my house for? Don't be calling my house. And then she would just go off on them. But in the meantime, hello. She put the little old, and we said, oh my gosh, she put an old lady voice on them. Woo, I miss that lady. Anyway, don't be too eager to buy things for those who really don't deserve it. Yeah, if they really don't deserve it, don't buy them nothing. I want to say something else, Libra, but this is a family show. Don't buy them anything. They don't deserve it. Scorpio, you will be able to catch up on overdue paperwork. Someone you work with could have a personal interest in you. Okay. You will be emotional about money matters. All right, here's the deal, Scorpio. Y'all work together. I've said this story many a times. I'm not going to repeat it today. Just know that you work together. And if it doesn't work out, you work together. Which means you got to see that person if you still work together. So be very careful about starting on-the-job romance because you work together. I'm just saying. You know, I heard some stories, right? I heard some horrible stories about people that work together. And some of the people were in relationships with people where they work together at, right? That happened to me, though. Like, I was in a relationship, broke up, then the person I was in a relationship with was in some kind of relationship. And I say some kind because the person that he was in a relationship with called me and was like, hey, we're pretty much in a relationship and I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Then tell your boo to stay from my desk. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what you mean? Well, every day he at my desk after lunch, trying to get back together, but yet he in a relationship with you. So that's an ugly situation, y'all. And sure enough, she came to the desk one day, and where was he standing? Right at my desk. Right at my desk. He even asked me to marry him. And I was like, yeah, he just asked me last week to marry him. And she was like, what? Now, this time we were standing outside, and she came out the door, because I'm about to go home. He's out there. I said, yeah, he just asked me to marry him last week. So that's an ugly situation, Scorpio, is what I'm trying to tell you. That was very uncomfortable for a long time. Very. Yep. Sagittarius, investments concerning your residence will be profitable. Your talents are likely to be discovered. Plan to do things with your faithful pet or with youngsters who have interesting hobbies. I don't know. What you going to do with your pet? Take them to the park? Or your youngsters, what kind of hobbies do they have? Is it science? Is it technology? Do they do gymnastics? I know my sugar baby does gymnastics. I can't wait to see her perform. My daughter says she's getting so good. And I think part of her growing up, she's just becoming so disciplined, which is so nice. But the other part is she's very attached to her mother. So her mother's going out of town in April, and I'm trying to say, oh my God, how is this going to work out for me? Because I was excited that she was calming down because she was really the terrible twos. So now she's a lot more calm, very, very smart. We have straight grown folk conversations, and she's a little gymnast. So, I don't know, they grow up so quick. I said that for some reason. Again, lost my train of thought. Woo, they say the first thing that goes. I ain't claiming it. Capricorn, children could cost you more than you can afford. Romance can develop. However, it will be most probable short-lived. You can help them with difficult projects. Yeah, you're going to have a quick fling. That's all it's going to be. It's not going to be anything long-term. Just know that. So don't fall in love and expect to get married. It's not. It's going to be short-lived. It's going to be a fling. Hopefully it's a fling because you're single and they're single. And hopefully it's not a secret fling. And that's the reason it's going to be short-lived. Don't do it, Capricorn. If they're in a situation or you're in a situation, don't do it. It's going to bite you in the butt. Don't do it. I'm just trying to help you out now. Aquarius, you'll have amazing ideas, but superiors may try to block your attempts at implementing them. This could be a serious relationship. You probably aren't getting straight answers to your questions. Okay, so you, on the other hand, Aquarius, your romance could be serious. Capricorn, yours is a fling. Aquarius, this could be serious. So take it seriously. All right, just trying to help you out. Time for some spring love. Spring into love is on the way. It feels like spring today, y'all. 73 degrees. It is lovely. I feel like going out the house just to go out. Oh, but I can't because I got a lot of work to do. Not until I bowl tonight. I got to go bowling. I need to, and I have to rest up because when I don't rest up, I suck. One night, though, I don't know what I had. I must have got a lot of rest. I bowled a 173. That's the highest ever. I was like, oh, I know the people that we were bowling against were like, what the freak just happened? Your girl bowled a 173. Yes. I almost got 200. I was on my game that night. I think I was rested. I was in a good mood. Had good energy. Yeah, it was a good night. Hopefully I have the same kind of night tonight. All right. Last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces, you need to do your own thing and work on making yourself the best you can be. Yes, fish. Be careful not to let friends or peers make you look bad. Watch your back. You will have a tendency to put on pounds. Yes, we do. Ooh, yeah, listen. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to get me a gym partner. I'm trying to, listen, I ain't trying to let nobody make me look bad. So be careful. Watch your back. Watch them envious, crazy friends who will do anything to make you look bad. Watch them because they're really not your friends. If they're envious and jealous, they're not your friends. They're not. So watch your back. Watch your back, fish. In the meantime, watch them pounds too. You don't want to put on no extra pounds. Woo, just watch them. I got to buy a gown for this gala. So, the Greater East Side Chamber is celebrating 10 years and we're having a gala and I have to buy a gown. And I've been looking at gowns and I certainly don't want to buy a gown with an extra 10 pounds. So I'm just saying I do not. So I gotta watch that. I've seen some pretty gowns though. One gown I saw, it was beautiful. My hips were too big though. I'm like, okay, I can't even buy that because that's not gonna fit right because my hips are gonna be too big. Yeah. Anyway, so all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again on Monday because today is my Friday. Yes, I know it's Thursday, but it's my Friday as far as broadcasting is concerned. I will be back on Monday to bring you more horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thiessen. Now let's get on to some news that you can use. All right, State Senator Sheikh Rahman, a Democrat in Lawrenceville, plans to introduce a resolution this week that will prevent local bills such as the redistricting. I don't know why that word is so. Redistricting maps for the county commissions and school boards from being sent to general committees in the legislature without approval from a majority of the local legislation delegation. So, the Republicans had our maps redrawn here in Gwinnett County, and that is really causing some upset because now it's going to change the way we vote here in the county because it got signed into law by Governor Kemp. So now they're saying, you know what, we're going to fight this all the way because it's not fair, and it's also causing problems. District 4 Commissioner Marlene Foscue, who's the first black person elected to the commission in 200 years, in the Gwinnett's 200-year history. She was the first black. She said, I am black history. She was the first black to be elected to that seat. Now her seat is in jeopardy because of the way the maps are redrawn, and she's up for re-election. So the commissioners are elected to Gwinnett Board on staggered terms with even district numbers on the ballot in midterm years and odd district numbers and the chair on the presidential ballot. The new Gwinnett map shifts more than 130,000 voters from the district on the ballot this year to those on the ballot in 2024, meaning they will go 6 years without the ability to vote for a commissioner. 6 years. That's crazy. 6 years. So that's a problem. That's a problem. Commissioner Foscue says she has proven herself in the last 4 years. She said she was involved in developing the exchange at Gwinnett Shopping Center and the county's eviction prevention program, and has met with federal and state legislators to bring money to Gwinnett. She said, I know it's going to be a lot of hard work, but I can count on the people of Gwinnett to make the right choice, she said. So, you know, I've had plenty of time to sit with Commissioner Foscue and talk to her, and I love her. I think she is a fighter for Gwinnett County. I love the work she's done. She is a really nice person, and so she has my vote. And the people that in the work she's done has helped our community so much. But anyway, check her out this Sunday. She's on Popcorn and Politics at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She will be talking I'm sure we're going to talk about the maps, of course, and we're going to talk about her re-election coming up. We're going to talk about some of the accomplishments that she has done since she's been in as a commissioner for District 4. She's not my commissioner here, I'm in District 3, but I still love the work that she's doing, and she still represents not only District 4, but Gwinnett County as a whole. And I think she's a great person. Like, she is easygoing, and I just love her. You know, I've reached out to her several times for some things, and she's referred me to people, and I think she's just a genuine person, and I think she loves Gwinnett County as much as most of us do, and she's going to fight and continues to do the work. So, if I had to vote for her, she would definitely have my vote. But I vote in District 3. So, anyway, check her out this Sunday. Popcorn and Politics. Go to popcornandpolitics.com and subscribe to the show. That way you never miss an episode of the show. If you go there, subscribe to the show. When we go live, you know about it. So, check it out. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep this train on the track, baby. Let's keep this train moving on the track. Speaking of school board, yeah. So Gwinnett County voters will elect 2 Board of Education members in May, 6 months sooner than anticipated. Woo, child. Yep. So, and unlike past years, ballots won't designate candidates' political parties. Governor Kemp signed that into law this week, which makes the county school board elections nonpartisan, and also pushes up the date when elections are held from November to May. So normally, this will happen in November. This year it's happening in May because of the way everything went down. Republican lawmakers pushed for the change after Democrats became the school board majority last year. Within months, they voted for an early end to the contract of long-term superintendent of J. Alvin Wilbanks. So I guess they was like, yeah, y'all got rid of our guy. We're gonna get rid of all of you. That's pretty much what they said. Anyway, school board member Everton Blair, a Democrat, criticizing the law. It's another rushed, unprincipled power grab that doesn't solve an actual problem and just create new ones, he said in a text message. It says, this year's nonpartisan election on May 24th, that means candidates have about 3 months to make their case as to why they should help lead Georgia's largest school district, which has more than 180,000 students. So the people that are running for this position, they got to do a lot of campaigning in a very short amount of time. So you better get busy. You better get on your grind because you ain't got that much time to state your case on why this should be a case, why you should be on the school board. All right, listen, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
I was living in the clouds, yeah, like a million explosions. Whatever happened to the picture? The one where you and I were perfect. Like if heaven was a time lapse. Play the story where we'd end up. Would you pause it for a second before this thing was over? Would you come a little closer before this thing is over? Would you come a little closer? Darkness and your fears all turn to regrets. How do you stand up without falling? How do you see it as a blessing? As I'm falling through the water, let the ocean be my witness. I believe that this is
NAACP is asking that the police investigate threats to Gwinnett County School Board Chair Tarece Johnson. She had made some remarks about racism, and now she's getting, her life is being threatened because of the remarks she made. It's so sad, you know. The organization says newly elected school board chair Dr. Tarece Johnson has been the target of racism, hate, and slander. Yeah. Johnson has been the subject of controversy in the county after videos surfaced of her describing white people as socialized racists and calling for an end to an anti-black capitalism before her election. Republican Burt Jones, who is running to be Georgia's next lieutenant governor, sent a letter earlier this month asking the Georgia Board of Education to investigate Johnson's statements, policies, and actions in office to see whether or not they violate any code of conduct policies or other statutes on the county or statewide level. In their letter, the NAACP says that the purposeful misinformation regarding critical race theory, cultural diversity, and inclusivity has created a hostile environment during the public input portions of the GCPS meetings and led to Johnson's life being in jeopardy. I think that is so sad. The organization is asking Superintendent Dr. Calvin Watts, as well as local police, to take action and vet the multiple threats to Johnson and her children. That is the saddest thing ever. Like, you know, now school board members have to be afraid to go in and try to help our school system. This woman and her children's life is threatened. Like, you don't feel some kind of way about that? I think that's horrible. But anyway, I pray that she and her family are safe. It's so sad that you can't have an opinion about whatever these days without being in jeopardy of, you know what, possibly losing your life. That's the sad part about it. Anyway, a Buford-based nonprofit provides new pajamas for foster children. That's a good story. I like good news. Someone asked me today, like, we were talking about news, right? And I was like, he was like, well, it's a lot of crime. I was like, yeah, I want that. I don't want any of them sad stories, criminal stories. I don't want any of that. I tried very hard not to do politics. It's kind of hard though, because there's always some breaking news in politics. I try to hold politics for Sunday, but I definitely don't have to report on crimes and accidents and fires. I know people want that stuff. You want that kind of stuff? Go to Gwinnett Daily Post. You can get it all. I be trying to do like good news, but unfortunately, it's hard to find a lot of good news. If you got some good news, email me your good news at audrey@goodmorninggwinnett.com, and I'll be happy to read it on this show. Yes, good news. Good news. You got it? All right. Anyway, in 2017, when Rebecca Black was searching for a new way to spread her faith and her heart for ministry, about 840 children were in foster care system here in Gwinnett County. As a single mother of 3 fostering a child herself, it wasn't practical, right? It wasn't. A lot of people think the only way they can be a part of bringing comfort to foster children is bringing them into their home, Black shared. I felt pressed to go find out what these kids need. Guess what they need, y'all? Pajamas. That's so simple, isn't it? Simply. After talking to DFACS, private foster agencies and foster families, they need pajamas. The need for pajamas kept coming up repeatedly. Strangely, pajamas are not part of the clothing list foster parents can submit for reimbursement. Now, so she has decided to, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Pajamas. Okay, so shortly after identifying the need, Jambos was founded. Jambos were founded with the simple mission of providing brand new pajamas to children in foster care, serving, listen to this, 5,500 children in its first year. In 2021, the nonprofit collected 21,000 pairs of pajamas, expanded its reach by 26 states in the U.S. and 4 countries. I like that. I like the pajamas. I like that. 4 countries debuted new warehouse space in Beaufort on Tannery Road. I've been to Tannery Road. It's nice over there too, y'all. Tannery Road is very nice. And launched its Jumbos to Home program to deliver new jammies directed to the front doors of foster families. Oh, I got to give them a round of applause. That is such a great, that's a great nonprofit. Got to give kudos where kudos are deserved. So Jambos, you want to support Jambos, you can do that. I think that's so, I don't know about you, but anytime I put on something new, I don't care what it is. It could be some pajamas. It could be some socks. It just makes you feel good. It just makes you feel good. It says they're collecting right now. The mission has been strengthened by partners like 12 Stone Church, whose recent year-end pajama drive. I'm gonna do a pajama drive. And ended in over 14,000 pairs of pajamas. So 12 Stone is a partner, and they did a pajama drive. 14,000 pairs of pajamas. That is amazing. I love it. I love it. Jason Berry, co-senior pastor for the church, had this to say about the effort. We are excited to see Jambos have such a profound impact on children in foster care with something as simple as a pair of pajamas. That's beautiful. I love them kind of stories. All right, listen. This coming Saturday, 9 a.m., if you have not been vaccinated or your children ages 5 and up have not been vaccinated, you have the opportunity to get a free vaccine shot this coming Saturday at Lenora Park in Snellville. Now, if you get vaccinated and you are one of the lucky ones to get you will be one of the lucky ones to get a $100 gift card. That gift card is for you and your children ages 5 and up who are getting vaccinated. Not one gift card, but $100 gift card per child and yourself. So if you have 3 children plus you, that's $400 in gift cards. But you have to get vaccinated. Now, this is only going to happen while supplies last. If supplies run out before you get yours, still get vaccinated. It's going to help you. Okay? Still get vaccinated. That's this coming Saturday starting at 9 o'clock. Get in the line. Those cards will be given out on a first come, first served basis. You don't need to register. You just need to show up and get in the line. When you get vaccinated, you and your children's ages 5 and up, you will get that $100 gift card on the spot. They're not going to mail it to you. They're going to hand it to you on the spot. But you got to be there to get it. And it's only going to happen while supplies last. So if you come Johnny come lately, you're going to miss out on the $100 gift card. Just let you know. Also, this coming Friday, tomorrow, if you want to come out and hang out with me in the morning, 8 o'clock, we do business with breakfast. It's the Gwinnett Business Breakfast Club. That is something that I launched earlier this month. I think it was earlier this month. The Gwinnett Business Breakfast Club meets the second and fourth Friday of each month at 8 o'clock. Come out, have breakfast with us. We're at the Peachtree Cafe located at 30 South Clayton Street. Right here in Lawrenceville, we meet up. We chit-chat about what's going on in our business. We get to know each other all over a great breakfast. And let me just tell you this. Peachtree Cafe got some good food. Yes, they do. The food is delicious. And so if you want to come out in the morning, if you have a business or thinking about starting a business, some great people be in the room. You can get your questions answered. We do a mastermind session. We do a round table, a round robin to help you solve your issues. And also you get to network and hang out with great people. It's the Gwinnett Business Breakfast Club. It's free. You got to just pay for your own food, but it's free to attend. So come out and hang out. That's tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. I have a good time. Let me tell you something. I'm supposed to be resting on Friday. That doesn't happen. Not only do I not rest, I added something else to do on my plate. So the second and fourth Friday of each month, you can find me at the Peachtree Cafe located at 30 South Clayton Street, and that's in Lawrenceville. So come out in the morning. If you ain't got nothing to do at 8 o'clock in the morning, we start at 8 o'clock so you can get your breakfast. Now, if you know you don't want breakfast, you can get there at 8:30. We kick it off at 8:30, 9 o'clock, but we want you to order your breakfast first. So if you want to order your breakfast, you can. So just check it out. All right, listen, that's all I got for you. I'm going to go to my last song, then I'm going to come back and give you my word of inspiration for the day, so stay tuned.
I might be broken down, but I'm smiling. I keep my head up high, though I fail. Sometimes I get a bit emotional, but then I turn around and let it go. I see you watching me from a distance. I see you can't decide what to feel. But if you dig a little deeper, boy, you know you really want to get to know me. Let's get this out of the way. I can't wait another day to tell you you shouldn't wait. Don't be so afraid. Yeah, I'm a bit too much, but I'm fun and games. When I'm acting tough, I just wanna play. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, come and get it, come and get it, come and get it. and get it. When I'm at the top, I just wanna play. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, 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 come and get it. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours.
Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you my word of inspiration for today. And here goes. It says, gratitude is a quality similar to electricity. It must be produced and discharged and used up in order to exist at all. Let me say it one more time. Gratitude is a quality similar to electricity. It must be produced and discharged and used up in order to exist at all. William Faulkner said that, and he was right. You got to be grateful. I know we are all striving for something, but the first thing we got to do is be grateful for what we have. I don't care how small it is. I don't care how insignificant you may think it is. Be grateful. If you have all 10 fingers and toes, be grateful. If you have knees but they hurt, be grateful, because somebody ain't got no knees today. Somebody ain't even got a foot. Be grateful. Be grateful for the people in your life, even though they are crazy. I know some of you got some crazy folks in your life, right? But be grateful, because somebody ain't got nobody in your life. So yes, I get it. Be grateful for that. Be grateful. You got a car. You got a hoopty, right? You ain't walking. Be grateful. Yeah, your hoop is smoking and popping when you drive down the street. Somebody is walking. They don't even have money for the bus. Be grateful. It's all about gratitude, because you got to be first. You first got to be grateful for what you have in order to get the things you want. So when you get those things, you can appreciate them and be even more grateful, because you started out being grateful in the beginning. So know that the things that are coming, I'm going to be even more grateful for those things as I am right now. That's all I got for you today. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 55 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. Listen, today is my Friday. I'll be back again on Monday, God willing. Listen, thank you again for listening. Be sure to follow me and connect with me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Connect with me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. And connect with me on the Twitter at GM Gwinnett, the number 1. Also, if you listen to this show on Apple Podcasts, find your favorite 2 episodes and give it 5 stars and subscribe to the show. Go to goodmorninggwinnett.com if you missed any episodes of this show. And also, get your Zodiac shirt. Just click on the button, get it. I know, it's an investment, right? It's a $40-something. Somebody go, oh my God, that shirt costs $40-something. Yes. Just think about you're helping me support this show. You keeping me talking to you, right? You're keeping me, hopefully I'm entertaining. I just be myself, really. Like, this is me on a regular basis. I was talking to somebody this morning, and I was talking about me gaining weight and my jeans and my jeans not fitting right. And he was like, you just trying to show off your assets. I was like, yeah, but I ain't trying to increase my assets. I'm trying to decrease my assets. You had to be there. But anyway, part of me is just funny. Part of me is super serious, and part of me is super no nonsense. So I'm all these people. All wrapped up into one package. But when I'm here with you guys, I hopefully I'm giving you great information that you can use. Hopefully I'm giving you some entertainments. Hopefully I'm lightening up your day with the horoscope. If I am lightening up your day, go buy your shirt. Buy a Zodiac shirt. Take a picture. Send me the picture, because I want to start a gallery on the Good Morning Gwinnett website with people who have the shirt. That'd be pretty cool. I want to see you. I know you're listening to me around the world. I see my stats. So I know that this show is syndicated globally around the world. If you can afford to buy a Zodiac shirt, buy the shirt, take a picture, email me the picture, Audrey@goodmorninggwinnett.com. Audrey@goodmorninggwinnett.com. Email me that picture. I'm going to start a gallery on the website with the Zodiac shirts. I think that's going to be so cool. I want to see who's wearing the shirt and where you're from. So email me your picture, your name, and where you're from in the world when you buy your Zodiac shirt. I think that's going to be cool. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Y'all stay safe out there. It's the weekend. I know somebody's weekend start today with mine. Everybody else's probably start tomorrow. It's almost the weekend for some of you. It's the weekend today, starting today for me and you. Have a good weekend. Stay safe out there. I'll be back again Monday at 10 a.m. God willing. Until next time, my friends. Until next time. Make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.